We are currently seeing one of the most important moments in Bitcoin's price history happening directly in front of our eyes, and I want to give you an update on what this could mean for Bitcoin and what I'm thinking about it. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into the video. Now, as a general recap, of course, many of you do know that we saw the all-time high get placed for Bitcoin in November/December of 2021, right around, of course, $69,000. Now, over the following year, after that, we just saw absolute death and destruction, company after company going bankrupt and losing and failing and things of that nature, constantly forcing the price all the way to the downside, returning Bitcoin to right around $15,000. Now, what's beautiful is that in these moments in which you do get these swing highs all the way down to these swing lows, you generally can get a good sense of how the price is going to react as it does retrace up through those levels. And those reactions are called your Fibonacci retracement levels. Now, whenever you draw your swing high down to your swing low here on your Fibonacci retracement levels, one thing that's going to stand out to you is the 786 to 618 zone. This little zone right here between $39,000 and $50,000. And what you know, and what many of us do know, is that this level is by far the most important Fibonacci zone and likely one of the most important ranges on any crypto's price on any chart you will look at. The reason being is because, remember, trading is realistically just a depiction of investor mindset, investor psychology. And the 618 to 786 retracement zone is the zone in which is the most likely to reject a price of a crypto back in the opposite direction. So for example, if we're working our way up towards the 618 to 786 zone, we are at the highest level of risk of seeing a massive rejection to the downside once you hit this 618 to 786 box. But because the risk is so high, generally when a crypto is capable of breaking that box, it is then going to open up an insane door in which it easily could rally way past the prior high and really look for a continuation once this weight is off its shoulders of this Fibonacci zone. And what you can see is that we are currently seeing Bitcoin's price just sitting right within this 618 to 786 Fibonacci zone, trying right now to decide whether or not it's going to get a break to the upside. Now, it wouldn't necessarily shock me if we do see a bit of rejection here. It wouldn't shock me if we do see its price kind of pulling back, especially with how much in profit so many people are. Now, the reason it wouldn't shock me is, again, you have to consider the psychology of things here. Not only do these levels tend to be self-fulfilling prophecies in the sense that big traders see it's at the 786 level, and because that's typically a level in which we will see a pullback, they'll start to sell, forcing the pullback. So again, a self-fulfilling prophecy. But there are also tons of people that are up, 50 to 90 to 200% on Bitcoin. I mean, if we just look at HG Algo, we were getting buy signals flashing, the DCA plus or the DCA N signals flashing here and here and here. And if you were buying at any of these, I mean, let's just go in the middle. And if you were buying here on this DCA N signal, you're up 157% on Bitcoin. That's absolutely insane. Now, if you want to use HG Algo yourself, of course, make sure you do use the link down in the description below. It's a tool that my company designed that I believe is the most valuable tool in the world of crypto. So valuable that I actually base all of my trades and all of my investing off of HG Algo. Now, you can see earlier in my Patreon, I bought some Caspa, some Chainlink, some Ethereum, some Solana, all based off of HG Algo because I'm that confident in it. So you can check out the HG Algo link down below, and you can check out my Patreon link down below. But again, so many people are up ridiculous on Bitcoin. And so if at any given point we do start to see this little cool down, we do start to see this little pullback, we do know that we just hit that 50,000 psychological level that will trigger some people to want to take profits. We know all of those things. And so even if its price does pull back here, it's not all that big a deal. But the time will come in which we do see Bitcoin's price break 50K. There will be that time. And I'm under the belief that once we do see 50K broken, we will likely do what Bitcoin has always done, and that's look for a Fibonacci extension. A Fibonacci extension at this given point for Bitcoin looks like its price based off of a 1.272, which is the key level that Bitcoin almost always goes to, is currently at $103,000. That's nearly another 100% gain from where we are now, and I do believe that's incredibly feasible if and only if Bitcoin's price is capable of breaking above 50K and finally is successfully holding some support above it, then looking for the continuation. Now, it's not going to be straight up, obviously. There's going to be bounces and pullbacks and bounces and pullbacks, sideways capitulation, bounces, pullbacks, but I do believe eventually we will hit that $103,000 mark, especially if we are capable of getting through the milestone we're at right now, which is Bitcoin breaking $50,000. And so at this given point, it is extremely important that you watch this, because if Bitcoin is capable of breaking this $50,000 level, that opens the door for Bitcoin to hit a new all-time high, completely changing the world in my opinion. A six-figure Bitcoin could absolutely change the entire metric, the entire way that crypto even works as a whole, because of the sheer amount of liquidity that would be injected into so many different ecosystems, causing this thing to evolve faster than we've ever seen. And so with that, at the end of the day, I just wanted to show you that this isn't just just Bitcoin battling at 50K. This is an extremely important moment from a technical perspective that we need to watch out for. Now, if you do personally want to buy your own Bitcoin, if you want to get in on this thing yourself, I do all of my short-term trading over on Margex. You don't need to KYC, meaning you don't need to give them your personal information. You don't need a VPN at all. You can deposit with the link down in the description below and get a couple $100 as a deposit bonus, all with Margex. Again, as I mentioned before, make sure you do go check them out. I believe they're the best trading platform in the entire world. But overall, like I mentioned before, guys, this has been absolutely insane what we're seeing from Bitcoin. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, we had got some beautiful entries, some beautiful buys because of HG Algo. And so because of that, we're going to continue to ride these waves, ride these profits, and see if Bitcoin can clear this extremely important level, because $103,000 is programmed if we do. With that in mind, of course, I hope you guys did enjoy this quick Bitcoin technical analysis update. And of course, I will see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.